Hi guys, Simple Techniques. So today we got another budget build. It's an improvement over our last video. This one we'll be looking at $1,000 budget, which we will be using the parts that will be shown here. Most of it is very similar to the earlier video. It's just some parts we had to improve, and we'll be netting close to $1,000 on this one. So let's get started. For the CPU, we will be using the Intel Core i5 12400F. This is a 6-core 12-thread CPU with no integrated graphics. It's priced at $220. Then the next one that we have is the CPU cooler, which is the Thermalright Assassin X120 Refined SE, which is $36. Just make sure that you use the right connection for LGA 1700. Then the next one, if you are Prime member, and you should be, because why not? The subscription is not so bad for Amazon Prime. Okay, so here is Asus Prime H670 Plus D4. So our system will be using DDR4. And this motherboard is very interesting because this has a lot of stuff going on. Of course, not the best. As you can see, the price is $136, roughly $137. There's a very valid reason. Okay, the first one would be this has no PCIe 5. This is only PCIe 4. But then for that price, you are getting a lot of stuff because this can use a M.2 Wi-Fi for expansion, or you can also use a PCIe slot for Wi-Fi card. Then this has 3 M.2 slots for further expansion. If let's say you got the money after a few months to buy another storage device, which is also NVMe, you can do so because this has 3 slots for it. And then it has Aura Sync, so it will be nice to control those ARGB parts that you have. The next one for our RAM would be Team Group T-Force Vulcan Z. This was also featured in the last video. So for this, it's a good enough RAM. You can always think to replace or expand. What I'm trying to say is add RAM later on. But for now, 16 GB is enough if we're just using it for gaming or some light productivity stuff or office stuff. Next is the Crucial P3 Plus 1TB, which is PCIe 4.0, is to take advantage of our motherboard M.2 slot because it's using PCIe 4.0. So for this one, you can buy 3 of this, 2 more later on, but for now you can stick to 1 TB is plenty enough for what you want to do for a start. For graphics card of choice, it will remain as the 6600 XT because why not? The price is very good. If you got more money, you can shoot for 6700 XT. But for now, because we're only looking at $1,000, so this card is good enough and it should give you a very good experience at 1080p gaming. Now the power supply of choice remains a Silverstone ET-650B, which is 650 watts. It's bronze certified, good enough for the system that we are building. And the case choice is still Tecware. This has room for 300mm GPU, which this card is less than 300 mm. So it's also good enough because there's 3 fans included on it, so you don't need to purchase extra fans. But if you do want to get fancy later on, you can always choose to replace the fan, or of course buy a new case, because your motherboard supports the Aura Sync lighting control. So there you have it. It's 979 SGD. So if you're converting this to USD, yeah, it's about 728 USD. Good value for 1080p gaming with some buffer for future expansion. And if, let's say, you have the money on the next salary, you can buy Wi-Fi card and add to the system, which costs about 41, and this should bring your total to $1,020. It's a bit of burst from the 1,000 budget that we allocated, but I think it's good enough. I mean, it's not so bad. You just burst $20. So yeah, if you're looking for a budget build within $1,000, I think this should be considered, or this is a good combination for consideration, but provided that you'll be a member of Amazon Prime, because some deals are really good when you're a member of Amazon Prime. See, this motherboard and this graphics card, these are very, very well priced. So okay, we're ending this video now. Hope you find this helpful. Thank you, and see you in the next one. Bye.